Welcome to Hugh Crumpler's Florida Trophy Pro Bass Fishing. You can catch me on the internet at www.hughcrumpler.com. This is February bass catching. On the 1st of February, the first two shiners I pitched produced bass for the two young men in the picture. One of them is the birthday boy. Quite a birthday present. Dad didn't even get a chance to fish before the boys were catching fish. They had an awesome day. We pulled up to the spillway and it was running. It was a big surprise to us, but it was highly beneficial. We went through a lot of shiners real fast. This is Lindsay, whose father's present to her for graduating from the master's degree program was a fishing trip. All you guys that are looking for a girl who likes to fish, you need to hunt up Lindsay. Now, I won't tell you no more information, so don't bother to ask me. There were other people fishing at the same time we were. You can see they've got a bass across the way on a scale. These people are regulars at the marsh. We all work together very well when the water's running. You can see there's other boats. Everybody was catching fish. Unbelievable. This is a fantastic fishery. There's fish everywhere. They're bigger, they're fatter, the same length fish weighs more here than it does other places. In this instance, my client decided to go out on the bank and catch fish, and he did because he wanted to throw on the other side of the buoys in the spillway area. Here's another client with a real nice bass. This is a post-spawn bass. In Florida, we don't have a winter. The bass don't have a winter. They go straight from fall to spring. So what we have is spawns in November, December, January, February, March, and sometimes April. So not the same fish spawning over and over. It's different groups of fish spawning. So we always have pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn fish. Sometimes you can tell the first one this guy had was skinny. This one's fat. It's getting ready to go on the bed. Once in a while, a guide gets to fish, like when we do artificials, and once in a while he catches a fish or two. It's kind of nice to put a nice one in the boat now and then instead of just helping other folks. And, well, even when we're fishing artificials, basically, I'm just trying to figure out what it takes to get them to bite so everybody can catch fish and have fun. This is a nice bass caught on artificial. So is that one. We have great times. You can catch fish any way you want. Artificials, live bait, doesn't matter. Obviously, sometimes one's better than the other based on the individual skill levels. A lot of times we have an audience watching us. Here the pelicans are watching us. Obviously, we were fishing shiners because they were waiting for one to get. And then sometimes they didn't wait for us to throw away a dead one. They just attacked the ones we were casting. Here the guide catches another fish. This particular day I was out on my own hunting for bass. I'll have to do that once in a while. Go out and make sure where the fish are. I'll get fortunate and catch one. It only helps my clients later because all these fish go back in the lake. Here's a client with a nice fish. This Stick Marsh and Farm 13, two lakes. Basically they call them Stick Marsh. They talk about Stick Marsh. They are loaded with big, fat, healthy bass. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable is a word a lot of my clients use after they've been fishing just a little while, because these fish are awesome. Here we are in the spillway again with running water. The water does not always run. No, there is no way. They don't publish a schedule. It's just a big surprise. Here's Robert, one of the owners of HogTech. HogTech makes some bearings for ceramic bearings for reels. They also make some real nice reel handles. I was admiring the handles that they had in the boat. This is Dwight. Dwight had a nice fish. He came down and put one day to prep for the next trip with another one of his friends. There's great fishing at these lakes. Great fishing. February was a great month for big bass, as you could tell. March will also be a great month. Here we go. This is a double. Not a bad double. Two fish at the same time. Don't get any better than this. You know, these bass are here. You can tell by the belly of that fish as you looked on the right, and again on this one too, that it's about to drop its eggs. This fish will go directly from Dwight releasing it to out there and spawning. Looks like we've seen this picture before. Probably not. It's probably another fish. But it is Robert again. Here we go. This is the pastor. He caught some nice fish. This had a tough day. You could tell by the sky. It's a high blue sky. That is typically the toughest day to fish. Is what a friend of mine used to call Chamber of Commerce weather, but is definitely not bass catching weather. Catching bass, you want nasty weather. That's, well, maybe not nasty, but you don't want a high blue sky after a cold front. I'll get you some fish now. We'll catch fish. But we may be spending some time doing this, waiting for them to bite on those high blue sky days. Thank goodness there's only one after a cold front, not two or three. The fog seemed to be a good thing this year. This young man went out. It's his birthday present to another birthday boy. And you can see that Ocean Master 4000 reel. This is birthday boy's brother who took advantage of birthday boy's present to go catch some fish. And even the mom got in on the action. Yeah, I don't normally take out 4 people in the boat, but it worked out this good. There's one person was manning the camera most of the time. As you can tell, Dad got the job of manning the camera and taking the pictures. This is Pat Gallion with one of his nice fish, and he's using the GoPro camera. My good friend Gary Clark talked Pat into coming, and Gary fished with Pat one day. And this was one of my best fishing days ever in about 20 years. These two guys, wasn't the best, but it was definitely one of the best days. These two guys caught 8 bass over 8 pounds on wild shiners that day. Fantastic. You know, it's not necessarily my skill that does this, but you gotta fish a place where the fish are, and you gotta fish where they are, and you got a chance. If you listen and pay attention and do the right things, good things are gonna happen. And Gary Clark's good thing happens to Gary Clark all the time. He caught 6 of them, and Pat caught 2 of them. But unbelievable day. Gary was starting to get embarrassed there for a little while, all the big fish he was catching. And I was trying to figure out how to help Pat, but guess what? Those who sit and wait get the good deal. Ain't that so, Pat? Look at that thing. Holy cow, could have ate all of Gary's. Huge bass. Look at that thing. Look at the back dorsal fin on that thing. That is what we call a fish. Yes, sir. There's Gary with another one. Wore me out lifting these fish and taking pictures. When you get wore out taking pictures, you know it was a good day fishing. February is a great month. This is the next day. This day, Pat bought Trevor. He bought Trevor for 2 days. And I don't know if that's Trevor's real name or not. He was kind of hesitant to tell me things about himself. There's Pat. He got another nice one. Unbelievable. Stick Marsh, Farm 13. You gotta come here. You gotta go catch fish. February is a great month. March is going to be better. March is going to be better. But February was awesome. We got no problems with February. We want February every month. We can take it. Catching these big fish. Yes, sir, Bob. Big fish. Stick Marsh. Fat. Healthy. Oh, yeah. Making me tired thinking about it. I'm about ready to go fishing again. There's Pat with another one. This was either at the end of the day or at the beginning. I'm going for it was the beginning of the day. Sun's coming up. There's another high blue sky, but it didn't stay that way. There's always an audience at Stick Marsh. There's always wildlife to look at, whether it be a blue heron or an alligator or 7 or 8 alligators. Yes, sir, the distance between the nose and the eyes in inches is equivalent to the length of the gator in feet. Say that one's about 10, makes him 10 feet. There's Trevor. Trevor done good. Look at that female bass. Whew. What a lunker. You know, this was Trevor's largest bass, and I didn't take a picture of the bass. I took a picture of the mouth. It's the biggest mouth, one of the biggest mouths I've ever seen on a bass. Look at that thing. Come to the parking lot one morning. Look at that sky. Look, parking lot's empty. Weatherman said a little bit of temperature change, possibility of rain. Oh boy, it's good for bassing. Right, Dwight? Is that right, Dwight? Yeah, that's right. We got our clothes on. We're catching bass. And there ain't nobody here 'cause they chickened out. They want the Chamber of Commerce Day, but we want the bass catching day. Bass catching days is what we want, and that's what this was. This was a bass catching day. Get out the scales to find out the truth. I believe that this is the one that weighed 7.93. Now that'll put all those others in perspective for you. Here we are, and you can see the hog tech on the sleeve. Old Dwight here, he's taking pictures. I didn't get much of a photo of that fish, and there's this young man. He stripped all his clothes off so he could get that hog tech logo in the photo, and I didn't do a very good job. I took a picture of the fish. Oh well, look at this guy. Nice Florida bass. We're out there fishing artificials at this time. Man, I love this place. I moved here 'cause of Stick Marsh and Farm 13, and I ain't going anywhere 'cause of Stick Marsh and Farm 13. My wife wants to go where there's seasons, but she ain't talking me into it, not when guys catch fish like this. Now that's Hugh Crumpler's Florida Trophy Pro Bass Fishing. www.hugh-crumpler.com. You can email me, HughCrumpler3@gmail.com, or you can call me 321-626-6174, and you could be next.